Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be running some more Crimson Harvest sites today, and I made a few tweaks to my fit right here. So you saw last time I went in a really tanky fit. I went really all in on the tank because I was unsure about these sites. I've never run them before, and obviously I don't want to lose a Rattlesnake. It's a very expensive ship, so I went in all in on the tank, and I didn't focus too much on the DPS. I only had like 2 damage modules, I think, if that's what I had. So now you can see here we're going to hit like a truck. This Turbosnake is going to have now 4 damage modules, and even now it's still quite overkill when it comes to the tank. I've actually run a few sites and it is actually still really tanky. I have no issues whatsoever with the sites, but you can see here also not only have I got more damage modules, I've also got more application modules as well. You can see here we've got these Grappler. There's a Grappler is like a heavy web, you could say, and then the target painter also helps just in general with everything to apply, so it'll make the enemies a bit bigger, so it'll make these tiny little mosquito frigates flying around be maybe more like the size of a bumblebee or a bird. So let's go out and go for finding some new sites. Obviously I've got one module that is blinged, this one here. It's a bit of a, I have to think about gankers, they could gank me, but it's not a really expensive module. I could go much more blingy if I really wanted to. So I don't think I'm a particularly attractive gank target, but I have to always have that into consideration, especially now with this like Halloween kind of thing where the 90% drops. There's always going to be problems with gankers are going to be more of a threat than usual. We go in our probe scanner and look for some of these new sites. I've actually noticed you can find the sites in the probe scanner as well as here. So before, I remember it was that in the Crimson Harvest you were able to see the sites here in the overview. There's like these kind of beacons you warp to, but I've noticed now also you see them in the probe scanner as well. So I actually don't even have to look here because it can be a bit hard to sometimes distinguish them, because often you actually have these beacons of just random celestials or kind of monuments. There's often these monuments in certain systems that are like specific to certain systems, like this kind of like a derelict shipyard or something. I know I was thinking like, oh, when I found one of those for the first time, I was like, oh, have I discovered this something new or something? And I googled it. I was seeing that like a blog post from like 10 years ago. Like, oh, that's something that's existed for such a long time. But our Rattlesnake is going to go crazy with 1.4k DPS. And actually, I don't usually like the rapid lights, but there's 2 reasons the rapid lights are going to be really good here. First off, we're facing small stuff, so it's basically required to use the rapid lights. Crews and especially torpedoes will just do 0 application. It doesn't matter if we have a lot of these modules here, these application modules, we're still going to hardly apply anything whatsoever. So these rapid heavies are basically a must when it comes to the Rattlesnake, but then also, this is also a really good reason, because the rapid heavies have a very good inherent DPS. The thing is that when you take into consideration their long reload time, they are not so good when it comes to their DPS. I mean, they're like average, a little bit below average, but their burst DPS is really good, and it's very important in these sites to have a good amount of burst DPS, because when you're going to kill the boss, the guy who gets the loot, or who should have the right, or has the right to the loot. I mean, you can steal someone else's and get wanted, or go criminal or suspect. I mean, then the guy who gets the right to the loot is the one who's done the most amount of damage. Then that means you want to do a high amount of damage in a short amount of time, and that's exactly what rapid heavies are good for. So you'll probably empty half of the magazine into the boss before you kill it. And that's perfect, because then we're getting this full 1.4k DPS, and then obviously after as time goes, if we were to have like an extended fight, then I would have to reload, then it will not be so good. But the rapid heavies and rapid light missile launchers as well are known for having very good burst DPS. So that's another reason actually they're very good. Not only are they very good at applying, or relatively speaking, a lot better than the crews and torpedoes applying small stuff, but also they are pretty damn good when it comes to their burst damage. So it just, all in all, makes it a very good alternative for this site. And also another kind of side thing is that I like about the rapid heavies, they're really easy to fit compared to torpedoes. If we can compare here, actually, if we go in the simulate fit, we can go here and put like torpedo launcher 2. Let's see how many we can fit in. Look here. Look at that CPU going crazy. Yeah, it's pretty difficult right there. Well, I think cruise is going to be the same thing as Cruise missile launcher. You know, they actually used to call cruise missile launcher just cruise launcher 2, something like that. It was like the name was not the same. Okay, so we can actually fit this. That's interesting. But actually, I don't have this small tractor beam. That's actually something I didn't take into consideration right there, because this is actually very good for anti kind of like steal thieves who steal your stuff. You can actually try to grab that in to make it a bit faster, since we're in a very sluggish Rattlesnake. Oh, do not want to go to Pakonen with that. There's going to be problems when it comes to the low sec right there. I know that there's a streamer called Björnby. He actually went in I think he did go in a Rattlesnake to PvP in Pakonen once. He did a similar, it's like a similar fit, like I've got like a full active tank like this, but what he did was he had 6 Flux coils in the low, so he had a really good capacitor, and I was able to recharge like crazy. This is actually a pretty decent activity, these Crimson Harvest sites, because you get actually very good ISK from it. And I really like that we've actually got these new Blood Raider skins. I actually never knew about this. I only thought you get the Sarum and the Hunter skin, those like the orange and black one. But you actually get these Blood Raider skins as well. This is also potential, and I think they look really good actually. Obviously it's a bit it's a bit creepy that they've got like this blood here, and apparently it's supposed to be real blood that they've painted on their ships. I wonder actually if it actually is blood, because you know how many people you're gonna have to kill to to paint this battleship that's 1.5 kilometers long. That's like basically a whole country's worth of people right there splattered on this ship. I think my suspicion is what they have done is, it's basically, this is now obviously, I'm not basing this in any lore, this is just my gut feeling, but I think what they would do is, the Blood Raiders probably have red paint, then they maybe like mix it with like 2% blood, so it's like, you know how the juice that is like 10% or 5% fruit and the rest is just other artificial crap. I think that's the same thing they've done when it comes to their paintings or their skins they've got on their ships. But I really like the Apocalypse. I bought this, actually you can see here, actually I bought this before it was either really expensive or you can get it at all. Let's see now if we go into price history. Okay, it doesn't exist even here, so it must have been a new thing. And we can't find any sites unfortunately, but we just have to keep going, keep trucking away. Actually, something I just forgot you could do is go into the agent to find them. If you agencies, sorry, in exploration combat anomalies, because these count as combat anomalies. There's a bunch of low sec systems here which we do not want, so we're going to click on high sec. We can kind of, oh, there we go. Let's see that shining flame base. Let's go. Set destination. Jump through. Lithiura almost sounds like lithium. It's actually and it can be used as an antidepressant. Lithiura. Okay, this is a 0.5 system, so we again have to be very wary, extra wary in here for gankers. So what you can actually do is just mark typical gank corpse as red or orange. That's what I've done, and then you can look at the local and watch out for them. So obviously it's not a foolproof method. There could be many alts that are very possible, but it helps filter out at least some of them. And again, it's not a crazy blinged out snake. The only thing really is this I say snake, you know, snake is like for Rattlesnake. I just call it, that's my snake. This is the only blinged out module, and it's not an extremely, I mean it is expensive, 200 million or 190 million, but it's not extremely expensive like some people. They use 6 drone damage amplifiers, each one goes for 100 mil, so you got 600 mil right there. We're just sitting here in the Tech 2 ones, the Tech 2, these Republic Fleet large cam batteries. I don't barely even count these as blinged out modules. Oh wait, what the heck, these Triglavian forces, oh no, we do not want to go in there. These Republic Fleet, these are very cheap. These cost like 10 or 20 mil, something like that. We do not want to go in here because I'm gonna have big problems. I've killed a lot of Triglavians. I've killed a lot of their family and friends. I do not want to go there because they're gonna beat the crap out of me if I go through there. And you see that? What is this? 2 jumps away, and then you just here. Oh, 19 jumps because I put it this safe because I'm a bit of a Care Bear. I do not want to go through there. Please no. Okay. We go here. Let's check in Kuka. Let's go here and see if let's see if there's anything in Kuka. Maybe there's something interesting there. The way this agency works is you can see the anomalies that are 1 jump away. So that's why I can see that there's something in here. I can see that there's something in here, but I can't see that there's anything in these ones because these are 2 jumps away. They're not, they're not 1 jump away. It's a bit of a range on this kind of short scanner right here. You know how fast we're gonna destroy these Blood Raiders or Shining Flame guys? Oof. It's going to go crazy fast because Target Painter and Grappler is just going to apply like crazy. And then combined with the drones that are ramped up to 5,000 with the drone damage amplifiers, and you've got these heavy missiles that are going to hit like a truck. It's going to be glorious, actually. Really glorious. Oh yeah, and be sure to claim these gifts, because look what you can get here. If you're on Omega, you get so many skill points. So claim all those guys. You want to claim them. Get some nice skill point rewards. No, never forget that Omega daily rewards. Always want to get that. Get some nice skill points from that. Okay, let's go to the next system. See what is in here. What is in Uranainen. And we can look at the agency and to see if there's anything interesting right here. Okay, let's see now. One jump away. Is there anything here? Okay, current system, nothing here. One jump away. Oh, Crimson Gauntlet. Crimson Gauntlet. Let's go in here. Automa. Almost like Autumn. And there's one in Tsukauras as well. Okay, so we're getting a few of these guys here. You can see here there's a Shining Flame base. Then no Crimson Gauntlet. There's a Crimson Gauntlet here though. Gonna wreck these guys real good. Real good. The Turbosnake is actually gonna go. It's approaching this Crimson Gauntlet. Little did the Brother Raiders know, a fully fitted Rattlesnake is on the way to beat the living crap out of them. Let's see them harvest any more humans for blood after I've dealt with them. I'll think twice before they're gonna mess around and drain people of blood, those sick douches. Okay, Crimson Gauntlet, there we go. Let's go here, and I can imagine that there's quite a few people doing it because there's 12 people in the system. Must be, especially since we are like relatively close to G2. We're not really close to G2, but we're still quite close, 5 jumps away. And I can imagine a lot of people who are based out in G2, they're going to be going around the same way I'm doing it, looking for these sites. I can imagine you'll find a ton of these in like the Amar high-sec systems like Kador and Canid. Those guys, those regions of space are like really big. Amar are known for having just like a really big portion of space. They have a lot of real estate, you could say. If you go in the map, they've got a lot of real estate, those Amarians. So there's like lots of these big high-sec regions like Kador and Canid, which are quite quiet, and it's going to be very good for the, how do you say, for them being able to do these sites, because they'll be quite quiet there. We've got some competition. This is nice because I really can't wreck these guys, and they'll be so sad if I actually don't get it, because I've got the really good ship. The one I worry most about is that Tengu, because Tengus can do quite good damage. The Tengus can actually achieve like 1k DPS, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue since we've got 1.4k DPS, but I have to keep that in mind because the Tengu will apply its damage almost straight away. It'll take a bit of time for me to get my, how do you say, it'll take a bit of time to get my missile, or not missiles, but my drones to apply and go on these guys. We didn't even get that omen right there. We can actually maybe use a Stasis Grappler. Stasis Grappler. The Grappler has a pretty long range, even though it says it's got like a optimal here. You can see here. I think it's going a little bit slower. You can see it's going 160. It went 200 initially. There we go. There we go. We got that one actually, and we got a skilling spree. So that's always nice to have. Okay, let's go and recall the drones and go to the active acceleration gate. That's why it's always good to have that MWD to get a bit faster speed right there. Tank is a non-issue. We can reload our missiles just to get, we don't have the full pack with a full magazine. We have to reload and have full magazine whenever we're doing these kind of things, because you don't want to. Now we're not in the next room is not going to be the boss room, but especially when it comes to the boss room, it's going to be important to have that full magazine, because I don't want to just have the, 10 rounds left, and then it's just like, oh no, I have to reload now, and it's only my drones doing damage, and almost like half my DPS has gone there, and then very likely means that Tengu is going to take the loot, and that's going to be quite sad right there. Okay, so now we've got some Blood Raider scrubs here. Let's see if we've got any human farms. Yeah, we can see they've got these disgusting human farms right here. We can approach the acceleration gate just to be close, so that we're there straight away, so that when we've killed all these guys, we'll be able to instantly warp off. Okay. I can actually put the mobile track. No, actually, we can just stay here. We don't approach the acceleration gate, because if the mobile tractor unit, I've heard that even the normal ones can drop some good things. So in my previous runs, I haven't got anything good from these normal like ships. Not only I thought only the boss got good stuff, but apparently also these normal guys can actually get something decently from them, or drop something decently from them. Target Painter and Grappler is gonna wreck them pretty hard. pretty hard right there. Let's use lock up these cruisers and actually go for my missiles on the cruisers, and we're going to use the drones to go on the small stuff. Oof, one shot right there. Oh, just wrecking. These guys are falling like flies. And it seems like the other guys didn't even come here because they probably don't want to contest this, or someone took that shortcut. I think you need a key card or something to be able to use that shortcut, and I think it directly takes you to the boss room. And that'll be quite unfortunate that we're just going to go through all these guys, and then we just notice that, oh wait, no, someone's already taken the boss. That'll be very sad if that happens. Or maybe, since we've got like a Turbosnake, it's like it's on a turbo injector, it is going to probably do this so fast before the other people are even able to get through to the boss. Let's see about that. Always a possibility. Let's go and get the drones. Look, we're killing these guys so fast now that we're barely taking any drone damage. Like, these are the Praetors. Praetors have most of their HP in the armor, not the shields. We're not even through to the armor yet. Anything interesting here? Nothing interesting. Why has this guy got a normal skin? He's not got... Yeah, that's a glitch. That must be a glitch right there. He's not even got the Blood Raider skin. You see that there? But he's actually got one in-game. That's a bit weird. Go from here and shoot my missiles on this guy, because I'm going to use my drones to be able to kill the small stuff, and then use missiles on the big stuff, because I think that's going to apply best there. Because my heavy drones, even though they're heavy drones, they shouldn't have any issue applying at all to the small stuff when I've got the Grappler and target paint on them. But my missiles will still not apply full damage, I think. So that's why I think it's more efficient that I just go and use my drones on the small stuff and use the heavy missiles on the big stuff. Oof, man, these drones, these application modules, going absolutely crazy on these guys. So I mean, obviously we're not cap stable here using this, but look, we don't at all need to use the tank. Like, we still got so much boosting from this shield booster that it's just unnecessary to have it cap stable. It doesn't matter if we're cap stable. They can use us a lot. If we turn off our shield booster, look how much recharge we have then. If I just turn it off, and this is with the MWD on. If it's off, 71 gigajoules a second. Large regen right there. Oh, that guy is shooting my drones. That Omen right there. You can see he's got yellow boxed. He's shooting my drones. No, Omen, don't be cheeky right there. We're gonna regret that, actually. Let's go and kill this guy. Oof, he's gonna die so quickly for destroying my drones or attacking my drones. Little does he know, my drones are super powered Praetor IIs. They're not the standard Praetor IIs, but we've got super powered Praetor IIs with buffs to the HP, with the nice Rattlesnake. They're Praetor IIs on steroids. You can see here, 275% bonus to heavy drone damage and hit points. Really good DPS. And we got a third wave. Oh no, I thought it was gonna be a second wave. Lock all these guys up. See here, we only need to pulse the shield booster, but it's not any issue whatsoever not any issue at all to maintain tank. It's just, they just scrubs, these guys. And you have to also know that they're doing EM and thermal damage. And you can see EM and thermal damage is our smallest resist. So imagine if they did explosive and kinetic, we would be tanking even more. It just shows you how boss this Rattlesnake is. Anything interesting in here? Nah, nothing interesting. Just crap, just crap. Throw this drone on the battlecruiser maybe. Have to just recharge a few cycles and the shields go up straight away. Very easy. Why is this so easy? So easy game. I think this is intended, definitely intended not for battleships, probably like for cruisers or something like that, because it's just way too easy. Also, my Rattlesnake is pretty damn beefy, but I'm pretty sure that this is for like cruisers. It's not made for battleships, because it seems like this I'm just destroying this in every kind of way possible, when it comes to the tank at least. I could probably imagine there's something better to do. We'll be using a Vindicator, because you just go with the light neutron blast or heavy neutron blaster, or not even neutron blaster cannon 2s. Go with the Void L, go 2k plus DPS. You'll or maybe two-shot these cruisers or something. Okay, there we go. Now is what is in this tractor unit? Anything here? Nah. Okay, let's retrieve this mobile tractor unit. Nothing interesting in here. Okay, use M to reload these. Remove the bookmark for the mobile tractor unit. I do not want to have that. We recall our drones as well. That's really good. Now we just activate the acceleration gates to turn off the MWD, so we warp almost straight away, because we will be at that 75% velocity to be able to warp. Boom, let's go. Oh my god, I hope they're not already here. Yes, they're not already here, so we're gonna get the loot. We're gonna get the loot. unless some other guy comes here and is in a crazily good DPS ship. Otherwise, we're probably very likely going to get the loot right here. Okay, we can launch for self. This mobile tractor unit. Bookmark it. Always good to bookmark it. Never forget to bookmark it. You don't want to forget that mobile tractor unit. Lose your mobile tractor unit, lose 7 million ISK. Though you can always scan it down, but that takes so much time. It doesn't take a whole lot of time, but you know, you have to go back. You have to get a scanning ship. Then you have to also scan it down. Maybe your scanning skills, like mine, are not the best. You're gonna have big problems right there. Okay, let's shoot my missiles there. Go for the small stuff with the drones, missiles on the big stuff. Yeah, these followers taking big hits right there. Gonna hit like a truck from these heavy drones. Very easy, very easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm happy with this Rattlesnake. I like it that it's so very multi-purpose. You can use it for almost everything. Yeah, and it also that also does become a bit annoying sometimes that there's only one type of ship which is optimal for PvE. Like Gauntlet and the Rattlesnake are really good at PvE, but you can also have sometimes other ones. And I just really like the model and skin of this Rattlesnake. So I'm glad that I can use it for so many things, or use it optimally. Like obviously you can use non-optimal ships in many cases. Like I use the Purifier for Abyss very often. It's not optimal, but I really like the look of the ship, and I'm glad that this Rattlesnake is so good, so that it's optimal and looks good and is able to use it in many activities. But it would be nice if there were other good, very good PvE ships in the game. There are, like, I think the, what's it called now, Armageddon Navy Issues is pretty damn good for PvE as well. It can achieve very high DPS and it's got pretty good application if I recall correctly. But it's well, what I think would be interesting would if we had another kind of drone boat like the Rattlesnake, some ship that had bonuses to drones, but also had bonuses to the hybrid turrets. It would maybe be a bit OP because you could put blasters on them, and the blasters, you know, if you can get the light neutron blaster cannons, you're going to do crazy DPS like the Vindicator. But maybe you could have it so that they have a limited amount of hard points. What I mean is like kind of similar to the Guristas, that they have that they have their focus is on drones, but then they also have like a secondary weaponry, is that they have their hybrid turrets. That would be nice, I think. Maybe you could have the EOM faction, because the EOM faction, if we can go on the skins, for example, you can see what I'm talking about. This kind of a skin line right here, like this one right here. If we go here, this corporation that owns this kind of skin line, we don't have any ships for them, and it would be cool if there's a ship line for them that you can actually fly. I think so, at least. And maybe that could be that you have like bonuses to drones and bonuses to hybrid turrets. Like really good in that case. And they also are shield based. They can maybe be shield based as well, so they're quite similar to the Rattlesnake. They would be very good for PvE. You know, you can have because we have a lot of different various like interesting roles. You've got like the Blood Raiders, who's really good newts. You've got the Serpentis, also is pretty decent for PvE when it comes to their DPS. Just that their tank is not the best. But maybe you could have more of these kind of like just tanky, high damage ships, but not like, you know, it's not got any other kind of special utility. Like the thing with the Rattlesnake that's not good is that it's just pretty slow ship. It's not got the best capacitor, and also it's not got the best like any inherent bonuses to application. So usually I have to rely on these things. Like you have other ships like the Vindicator or other ones that are just Sancha that give very good tracking on their ships. They're able to apply the damage very well, and that's something you have to take into consideration as well when you're doing your DPS. You know, you can have a lot of DPS, but if you can't apply it, that really doesn't mean anything. Then well, I think actually that would be quite interesting. A hybrid turret and a drone boat actually. And maybe the EOM could do that, because the EOM are kind of like sort of thought to be kind of, they're taking philosophies from Amar and Kaldari, and they actually are shield tank. You'll notice in missions that they have got most of their HP in shields, I think, and they do have hybrid turrets on them, but they use Amar hulls because they have I think that, or I don't know if there's anything really they have got that is typical of Amar. They are very much like a Kaldari ship, just with Amar hull. Oh no! My Praetor's taking a lot of damage. Return! No! Please no! Yes. Okay, good. Wait, why have I got an Imperial Navy Praetor here? I didn't want to have that. What are you doing there, ugly duckling? You're not supposed to be there. Well, I guess it's good to have an Imperial Navy Praetor because it'll apply a little bit better. The Imperial Navy ones actually do have a bit better tracking than the Tech 2 variants. So, I mean, maybe it'll be quite good for this. In fact, I'm not sure. I think, though, the Praetor 2s apply perfectly fine with the Grappler and Target Painter, so I don't think tracking is going to be much of an issue with them. You know, one I was thinking, now I'm thinking about PvE ships, those Edencom ships actually seem to be quite good, when it comes to their PvE capabilities, because they could actually do these properly, I can imagine. And they just go there and just have their chain lightning to shoot them all. And especially since these guys have low EM resist, and the Edencom doing a lot of their EM damage, it'll be pretty good. Though they'll be really bad for the boss. They'll always lose the boss because the single target is just really bad. To do good on the boss spawn, you have to have good single target damage, or other people are going to get from you. But if you're just by yourself, like here, where there's no other people, then it shouldn't be too much issue. But I think there's a reason why there's no one other people here, because those other people probably think that, oh no, that's a Rattlesnake, I do not want to contest that. It's be a bit, they don't want to waste their time. They know that Rattlesnakes are really beefy and they've got a lot of damage, and it's just really probably not worth their time. I remember when I started out doing a lot of these exploration in these anomalies, you see like this Garista's hidden something, and I was such a crappy ship. I was in a Gnosis, but I had really bad skills, and this made it so that whenever someone came with a Gila, I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I just walk away because I knew that they were going to get all the loot. But actually, I didn't know that you could actually get these. I was trying to get escalations, and I thought that only one guy gets the escalation, of the guy who does the most damage. But apparently, it's just a bit random who gets the escalation. So I think that's why I just I didn't actually need to leave the site. But it was very annoying when a faction spawned in these anomalies, and then these guys just like one tapped it, and I was sitting there, and my nose is missing half the shots, and those shots that hit did hardly any damage at all. And we're going to approach this Harvest Overseer right here, and he's going to die real quick. He's going to die. A 5 million bounty is so nice. He gets that nice tick right there. It's like that Dread Pirate Scarlet L4 mission, that one battle cruiser has a 5 million ISK bounty. Really delicious. Yummy. Come on. Okay, so we emptied a whole clip now actually into these this Harvest Overseers. So for some reason it doesn't seem like these drones are... Yeah, you can see here we're a lot slower now that we've only got the drones, no missiles. That's the problem with rapid heavies there. You've got this long reload time. Let's grab this. Okay, let's go a bit faster with that tractor beam and open it up and grab this. What the 150 mil? What? Oh my god, that's so good. I'm gonna definitely do more. I need to definitely do more of these because that's so good. This, what? 23rd. This is like the stuff you get from, I think, DED 10 out of 10s or something. Yeah, I think that is what you get from DED 10 out of 10. 123 mil ISK drop just like this. Damn. Wow. Okay, we can sell this in these like places right here. These are bought by NPC buy orders. These are 23rd Overseer effects, so we can actually just go here and sell it straight away. Damn, that's so good. Oh my god, that's so good. Man, like, you know, I do the T5 stuff and I get a lot of ISK all the time, but just this from a basic high-sec site is so happy to see, because this is like a very relaxing activity. You don't have to think about it. You can log off whenever you want, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's so good. So nice to see. So it took a bit of time to find a Crimson Harvest site compared to how it usually does for me, at least, but it seemed to pay off. We got the tankiest right there, over 100 mil, 130 mil for just one of these sites. Really delicious, really yummy. Didn't get any other skills, but honestly, didn't get any other skins, anything interesting, but this, oof, this is so good. And then we've got the 6 million one as well, really nice. Hope you enjoyed this little video right here. Well, it's actually gone on for quite a while though, so it's not really a little video, it's kind of a bit of a longer one. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. If you like this stuff, and you can check out my other Crimson Harvest event videos. I'll catch you guys later.